God designed the women to see things way ahead of time. And there's a purpose behind that. To actually see things, further out than even the guys can. Now, I can see, just as far into the future, like I'm sensing in my spirit, just prophetically, as Irina. However, the interpretation of how to walk that out and the timing is different. So women often see far ahead. And it's for in my personal opinion, it's for the purpose of allowing, God designed that so that they can prepare themselves to be ready to support their husband and bring confirmation once he senses that the timing is now, or that the timing is right. So, the wife might feel like Irina here, felt like we need to move. And I'm like, yeah, I agree, not yet. So it's for the wife's challenge is to exercise patience and
wisdom.
Yeah, and wisdom and patience to prepare herself to bring confirmation and support to her husband once he discerns that the timing is correct. Now, the challenge of the husband is to be lazy and to stay in his comfort zone and miss the time. Visionary-minded people tend to be challenged a little bit more with the discerning the timing. A visionary sees something and the first initial reaction is like, let's do it now. Spontaneous and maybe haven't thought it through, and then they have to figure out all these challenges and problems in the meantime. Whereas if they just paused a little bit, hold the fort, great idea, you're seeing accurately. All right, is this wisdom for now? And the visionary can always justify making a rash decision and doing it now, because from their lens, they're always right. It's always the right time to do something spontaneous and crazy. That's how the visionary sees it. And at the same time, along comes the ox, and like, well, hang on here. I don't feel it's the time yet. Let's there's a thing of discerning ahead of time what needs to happen, so that you have the space, the prophetic time space to prepare yourself to make that move or to receive that thing.
So I would like to share a little bit on the ox strings and the visionary eagle strings. So the ox would be the consistent and efficient and loyal, determined. And so a lot of times, if you think of the ox, if you put them to the project to work, they are going to go, right? And they're not the ones that are high enough to see what's ahead too much. They're set on a certain path, and they are going, and they're strong. They're going to continue plowing what they are to plow. Then the visionary is the eagle, is high, soaring high above. So the view for the eagle is much further out. And they are also very focused. They go after their prey, or after what they're wanting to do. And they can be super focused, super efficient, yet it is a different view from the ox, right? Because you're on the ground or you're up in the air. So you see different. If you're on the airplane, you see a different view than if you are in the car.
The eagle still has to come to the ground in order to
rest, even
rest or hit their target.
As
long as you're up in the air, all you can do is see.
Right.
But you can't do anything up there.
Right. Yes.
So to do anything, to even accomplish anything, the eagle still has to come down to the ground.
Yes.
And just like the ox, which is pretty much tied to the earth, they just plod ahead and see what's in front of them. That's about all they can see. And so at the end of the day, however you spin it and look at it, you still have to come down to the ground and put feet to the earth to make a decision and do the next thing.
Right. And yet, if we also will look at the speed, the eagle has the much faster and higher speed than the ox would. So the eagle also is consistent in the shorter amount of time with a higher speed, versus ox is the longer amount of time with a lower speed.
I think the strength of the ox is having the strength for the long haul.
Yes, exactly.
They don't get tired from very easily, and they can go all day long.
Yeah.
Often don't know when to quit. Whereas the eagle, it can only soar for so long before it needs to find a perch to rest a little bit.
Yes.
The ox needs to rest too. I'm not discounting that. It's just a different strength, and then when the two can complement each other very beautifully.
Yes.
If the eagle exercises patience and the ox exercises the willingness to flow and be flexible and move when it's time to move.
Yeah.